Hello everybody, it is me, I am back. I have had literally no excuse for not being here. Literally none. All I do is I go to work and I come home. I have no reason to have not made a video in so long. We lost the light there for a minute. The light fell down. That's what we want. That's what we need. There's nothing else that we need except for that. Anyway, but I just kind of wanted to hop on here today because I look good and it's a good day and I'm off work. Mainly, that's the biggest thing, is that I'm off work. This video is going to be kind of about my last couple days, because my last couple days have really been an adventure. Okay, listen, this is going to be like first world problems. This is really not that bad considering. But for me, this is like just horrific. Like the most horrific thing that could have happened. On Monday night, I don't know what the problem was, but I could not sleep to save my life. So I went to bed at like 1 a.m., which is already too late considering I had to be up at 7. I laid in bed trying to sleep, got some like a light Lana Del Rey playing, like a little fan on to kind of keep me cool and relaxed. Literally laid in bed until 5 a.m. And I wake up 2 hours later at 7 because I had to get up and get ready and go to the dentist. So we get to the dentist and all is fine and dandy. We get in right away for a cleaning. My dentist comes in and he's like, hi, what's up, and he doesn't really talk to me. I'm not a big fan of this guy. And even though there's like a ton of dentists that work there, he's the one I almost always end up with for whatever reason. I don't think he looked at my x-rays. I don't think he did. Like, if he did, it was just a glance. He just takes the hook and does like a once over on my teeth, just once, literally just a little once over, and then says, oh, yep, that spot's sticking, but it's real small, so you'll just need only like a little filling and it'll be fine. I'm like, oh, okay, that's not bad, that's fine. So I'm making the appointment for my next visit to get the filling. And they're like, well, if you want, we can just keep you here today for like another hour and you can just get it done. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. I needed to go home, but like, I'll just stay. It's fine. And I can get it all done and over with today and never have to do it again. Didn't quite work out that way. Because what happened is, I went back and I lay down and a different dentist comes in, not the usual guy. So I sit down in the chair, and they're kind of looking, they're like, okay, this is going to be easy, right? No. Quite the opposite, really. He numbs me up, it's fine, it's all normal, and drills down into my tooth, and he's like, oh, it's really big on the inside, this cavity. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's worse than we thought? He's like, yeah, well, out on the outside, the hole was really small, so it looked like a little cavity, but it's much bigger on the inside. And I'm like, good, this is what we want. But in my head, I'm like, this is fine. It's not going to change anything. Oh no, it changed everything. So they start like blowing air and water all into it, and it is like searing pain in my tooth. And he's like, oh, it's like all the way down to the nerve. And that's how deep this is. And I'm like, God, why? What did I do to deserve this? I'm like, listen, I can't. It hurts really bad. He's like, we'll just put more anesthetic in. So he injects me in like a million different places. And then it still hurt. And I'm like, dude, no, this hurts so bad. So he puts more in. And I'm like, I'm jacked so full of anesthetic in my gums that like the whole one part of my face here like is just numb. I can't feel a single thing in it. And so he's like, well, crap, what am I gonna do here? Because you're in pain and I can't continue working because you're gonna feel it. And I'm like, oh God, why? And eventually he's like, listen, I don't think we can do this today. And I'm like, so you already drilled me open. There's a big gaping hole in my tooth. What do you mean we can't do this today? And what he said was that he was just going to put like a temporary filling in. He's like, okay, I'm going to have to come back in like 3 weeks. It should heal itself and it'll be fine, and then we can go back to working on it. And I'm like, okay, it'll be fine. It'll take longer than I thought, but it'll be fine. But I guess in the meantime, he found like a couple other like teeny tiny like surface cavities like in between my teeth. He was like, well, most dentists wouldn't even have you fill them because they're so small. But I don't want them to get any worse, so we're just gonna fill them. And I'm like, oh, okay, so are we filling them now, or are we, when is this happening? He's like, well, when you come back, we'll just do it all at once. And I'm like, oh my god. Again, I'm gonna have to go through all of this again. Afterwards, we went to McDonald's, because we always go to McDonald's after the dentist, which is probably super counterproductive, but it's whatever. So we went, and I'm like, you know, I can't feel one half of my mouth, and I'm not even supposed to eat on that half right now anyway. So we're gonna see how well this goes. And I got a burger, and I got some fries and a drink. I'm eating my fries in the car, it's fine. Anyway, we get home, and I'm still eating these fries. The only thing is that while I was eating my fries, since I couldn't feel this whole half of my mouth, I accidentally bit a gigantic hole in my bottom lip. And I was like bleeding and getting the whole thing, the whole shebang. On top of that, it swells up like so big that it looks like I'm pouting just constantly, but only on one side. So I've been going around these past couple days with this gigantic, painful, fat lip. And it wasn't even the dentist's fault, it was my own for biting a hole in my face. So that's what's going on in my life. Just, you know, some horrific dental experiences. You know, like first world problems, right? This shouldn't even be that big of a deal, but like to me it is, because I've never had any of this happen before. But I'm mad about it, okay? I'm so mad about it. And that's it. That's my life. That's what we're going through today and what we're talking about. And I just needed to kind of express it, because it's been something. So that's that, and I will see you guys later in my next video, whenever that should be. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.